Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I normally make true crime related content. However, lately here I've been having some crazy baby fever and I have 3 kids. I'm done having kids. So instead of like scratching that itch, I don't know. I decided I'd make like a little mini series of things that I can recommend for my mamas. So these are going to be 5 things that I recommend for an unmedicated natural vaginal delivery. And let's go. Number 5, start preparing yourself for all the guttural, weird sounds you're going to make. I know that sounds really weird. If you really want to go for like a natural labor, like an unmedicated birth, you've really got to get used to the sounds that you could possibly be making, or just start getting used to the sounds that are going to help you through those contractions. And what I mean by sounds, I mean like a bear in labor. Like, I don't want to, I'm not going to imitate the sounds now, but like, just like your really low, like groaning, moaning sounds. Practice those. I know it sounds weird. Those are the sounds that are going to help you get through each contraction. It's going to help you to remember how to breathe. It's going to help you like really open up your diaphragm, but it really does help get you through each wave of contraction. Okay, now number 4, kind of along the same vein, start practicing your really low squats while you're moaning and groaning, or if you don't want to, you don't have to, but it helps doing them both at the same time. Get down in your really low, like birth squat positions. If you are, you probably know what I'm talking about at this point if you're watching this video, like your low squat. Every time you go down for a low squat, stay in that position for a while and really try to feel that those sounds that you're making go down to your pelvic floor. Yeah, so that's my 4th one, is like practicing those sounds with your low squats at the same time, if that makes sense. Okay, number 3, don't skip out on watching YouTube videos. This was the biggest thing for me. I was terrified. Seriously, I asked the doctor if they could just like knock me out like 1920s style and then wake me up like days later after my baby had been born. I literally asked them if I could like sign up for this. It's not possible. So before I gave birth to my first child, I was terrified. And the one thing I knew I had to do was get over that fear. I had to desensitize myself. So I began watching everything that I possibly could on natural labor, unmedicated natural labor, watching like the full birth videos too. I would watch, I became like obsessed with watching these videos all the time. And it genuinely did help me. Watching the journey that the women go through from like that very first contraction to the moment that they give birth. There's tons of videos on YouTube. They're really, really helpful. Watching someone else go through it makes you feel like, okay, I can do that too. Desensitize yourself. So that would be my 3rd tip, is watching lots of YouTube videos on live birth, natural labor. Number 2, I would stay completely away from anyone who's fear-mongering you. Don't listen to anybody who is saying,
just go for the epidural, just get it, girl.
I wouldn't even listen to any of that. Like, maybe you tell people like, hey, I know you mean well, but I'm really shooting for unmedicated birth, and just tell them that. Like, tell them that you genuinely just don't want to hear people give you that option. Like, the most important thing, this really should be number 1, but we'll get there. You really have to start telling yourself, reminding yourself that like there is no option. There is no option for an epidural. If you're dead set on wanting a natural medicated birth, like you have to just tell yourself that. Obviously, there's always that option. You're at a hospital. Like you can always have that accessible to you, but begin telling yourself that it's not even on the table for you. Your body and your mind and your emotions are all going to start preparing for that. But if you have it constantly in like the back of your head, or you have people telling you like, just go for the epidural, just go for, and that's really genuinely not what you want to do, eliminate that from your brain. Like, don't even have that as an option for you. It's not available to you. Okay, and number 1, exercise. You have to be in pretty decent shape. Your body is going to go through a marathon. If you are someone who's a little more sedentary, you don't really like to exercise, start slowly, start now. Obviously check in with your doctor. That's your body. You know your body better than anybody in this world. You're really gonna want strength when it comes time to go into labor, because you don't have any other assistance. It's just you and your body dealing with those contractions, dealing with the strength of Mother Nature. You've got to be strong for that day. That would be my number 1 advice, is like really start exercise. Don't let anyone tell you that the epidural is on the table for you. Desensitize yourself. Watch as many of these videos as you can. Practice your low squat. This is going to help bring that baby lower. And practice your crazy, animalistic, primitive noises. yeah, those are my 5 tips for you ladies out there who are hoping to go through with an unmedicated vaginal delivery. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Again, I typically make more of like true crime related content, so yeah, but I am gonna start making like a mini little series or a playlist of things that I think could help other mamas out there. I was a young mom and I went through a lot of it alone, a lot of it without too many friends or family nearby. I know what it's like to not really have anyone to turn to. A lot of times when you want to go for an unmedicated birth, people laugh at you. That's like their first response is to laugh. So I completely understand how it feels to not have someone take you serious when you really want to do that. I really wanted to do it and I was able to do it with all 3 of my kids. I hope that what I can share will help somebody someday. So anyway, that being said, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day, guys.